Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Peter Navarro and what happened today and what we can expect to happen over the next few months. And just kind of run over everything. We see a template already. This is going to be a familiar chain of events. Okay, so if you don't know what happened, Navarro was one of those people who decided to throw up a bunch of roadblocks to Congress when Congress was looking into what occurred on January 6th. Navarro was subpoenaed, and he was supposed to provide documents and testimony, stuff like that. He declined to do so, basically said executive privilege, I'm not allowed to, blah, blah, blah. The court did not accept that argument. He was charged with contempt of Congress. After a very short trial, the jury found him guilty. Okay, so Navarro, I want to say, I think he was a trade advisor for Trump, but he was also very instrumental in putting out a lot of rhetoric and claims about the election. So, he's been found guilty. What happens now? Normal person, he gets sentenced, and then he goes and does his time. And realistically, people are saying he's looking at a year. No, he's really not. That's not likely. Odds are it's going to be closer, I would say, in the 4-month range. I would be shocked if it was more than 6 months. Just absolutely shocked. But that doesn't start immediately because he's not a normal person, because there is that two-tier justice system. And we've seen this play out with Bannon. Bannon also found guilty. 2 counts, I think. Sentenced to 4 months, but he's still out because of appeals. Navarro is, of course, saying that he's going to appeal. So the way this works is, generally speaking, they get sentenced, but the sentence just kind of gets put off until all of the appeals are exhausted. And that can take some time, especially if their whole goal is to make it take time. At the end of this, odds are that Navarro he probably will see the inside of a cell, but not for long. The whole thing of people saying he's looking at a year, he's going to do almost a year, that's not true. That is not going to happen. It will be a relatively short sentence. And the odds are he won't start that until after all of the appeals are exhausted, and that's going to take time. But this is another example of somebody who was involved in this being held accountable to some degree. It also, long term, probably puts a little bit more teeth into Congress when they're doing an investigation, because there is now a recent example of, if you don't do this, you will see some kind of accountability for it later, even though it may take a really long time. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.